tell me about some of the things that stand out in your life that you go, wow, this is like moments that were amazing for me.
When I was 10 years old, I performed at Nelson Mandela's birthday party. So he couldn't come to my opening night of Les Mis.
Wow.
So then I performed for him.
And you met him?
Met him, had lunch with him.
When you were 10?
Yeah, I was 10.
That's crazy.
Chilled with him there. It was great. Definitely one of the one of the biggest highlights of my
Do you remember that moment?
I was 10 years old, man.
Did you shake? Did you get to speak to him?
I still feel his hand.
Really?
We chilled. We had lunch. Incredible.
And do you as a South African, do you miss him?
You know, it's one of those things. It's like I miss him like I miss Ali. Like I never ever met Ali, but he just was part of me.
Yeah.
He was.
We grew up in that era.
I grew up in there. So I think I miss knowing that there is that moral thing that we used to have.
Yes.
But as soon as he left, you could feel that he left with a lot of the morals of the country.
You think so?
Yeah, I think you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see everyone so openly doing things that Mandela would have never been up for. But yeah.
And tell me about your career now. I mean, some of the things that you are doing. Of course, you're doing presenting. Tell us about some of the things that you are involved in.
I am producing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Creating a lot of work.
Both on stage and TV.
Stage, TV. Busy producing a film as we speak.
Oh wow. A South African film.
A South African film, and I'm the lead actor in it.
Is it your film?
It's not about me.
Oh, okay.
It's about a guy. It's a comedy. It's about a guy who witnesses something happening. Black guy, obviously, because it's me. And then he gets put into witness protection in Orania.
Oh wow! You wrote it?
No. We all wrote it.
All right.
It's an easy sell. Get funding, start shooting next.
And where are you filming?
We have to create our own town that looks like Orania.
Okay.
So we're thinking maybe somewhere in Paul.
Okay. Can I get a part?
Let's see. I have to audition.
I will. But tell me about some of the challenges growing up, some of the things that stood in your way that you thought, as a black South African, were there any challenges?
I think, for one thing is that I think there's a certain kind of, there were certain, as a kid, like walls you reached. But those walls were more walls that our parents had. Like as a kid, whatever. But as an adult, I feel like I still have challenges. You still have challenges.
Yeah.
We all have challenges but for me, I was never ever taught that a challenge is something that maybe it can slow you down.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't stop you.
But you don't look at yourself, you don't stand in the mirror and go, I'm black.
No.
Stephen's white.
No.
You don't look
I stand in the mirror and go, good God, I'm beautiful.
Really?
That's what I say.
Okay, I like that.
And for me, it's just about self-love, man. Self-love. Some people call it arrogance, but it's about knowing who you are.
No, self-love is important.
And loving who you are.
Yeah.
For me, I think my definition of arrogance is my definition of arrogance is a person who always puts himself before others. And I don't put myself before others. I think that's a flaw, a human flaw. I'm cocky as hell.
Okay.
And I'll tell you my shit. I'll tell you straight. But yeah.
Okay. And tell me about, did you study acting?
No. I am on my 12th gap year. I have my master's in gap years. So
what does that mean? You've never studied.
I'm a Dr. Siv Ngesi
in gap years.
In gap years.
Okay.
I'm going big.
So do you think it's important to study, or do you think follow your dream?
No, I personally, if I could afford to study, I would have afforded to I would have loved to study.
Yeah.
That's what this whole fees must fall thing. I agree with the
principle.
I don't agree with the implementation.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to study, and I would have loved to study. It's just I couldn't afford it. I believe that studying is not about securing yourself a job.
Yeah.
I think studying is about
knowledge,
networking, learning the field, like spending as much time talking about the field, making sure, making it a habit, the knowledge of it, just like making the university money as well. But it's not about securing yourself a job. Like just because you can have sex doesn't mean you can be a porn star.
That's right.
Yeah, pretty much. Just because you can smile doesn't mean you should be on TV. You know what I mean? So it's about that. It's about just being in there head first, making those errors.
Yeah.
The most important thing about university is making mistakes
Yes.
in a safe
Well, that's what kind of for life as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're making mistakes in a safe environment.
Yeah.
And that's what university is, a safe environment to make mistakes.
Are you still doing comedy shows, one-man shows, stage shows, or you've put that on the back burner for now?
Okay, the thing is, a lot of people ask me that. Are you on not because I'm bored? Are you on because I've been working a lot?
Are you tired? You want to go sleep?
No, I'm not tired. Not tired. So people ask me, am I doing shows again? I did TV, local TV, and presented to grow my brand.
Okay.
So it was all a systematic thing.
Okay.
I went away. I haven't done a one-man show in 2 years.
Do you miss it?
Miss it, love it. It's a drug. But I knew I needed to grow the brand.
And that's important in this industry, right?
Yeah. And next year is a big year for me. I'm on a TV show on Mnet, and I'm on a TV show on SBC3, two of their biggest shows, and then another one on SBC3.
Tell me about what you're going to be doing this show. You're going to be traveling to Everest.
No, I'm traveling all over.
Okay.
All over.
Okay.
Base camp of Everest, different places, just traveling around the world, just doing crazy things with Inez. Inez is a very good friend of mine, and we're just going to be traveling as two friends and causing trouble.
Have you done anything like that before?
Yes.
Oh, have you?
Traveled a lot with Mancave, done some
Oh,
traveling
yeah,
with Inez.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You've met Richard Branson, haven't you?
No, I haven't met him.
Oh, you weren't on that one?
No.
I think that was your Ness and Lunga.
Yeah, I know.
They did that.
That wasn't me yet.
Okay. Oh, you joined recently?
Yes.
Mancave.
I made the
Okay.
show better now.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You added some more content.
Yeah.
And tell me about this whole 90% South African music. What's your view on that?
I think...
And can we ever see you, Siv Ngesi, making music? Or should we just all run now?
No.
Can you sing?
I can sing. I've done musicals. I think the biggest thing with this whole 90% thing is that I think it should be in a slow implementation.
Yeah.
I don't think you can just force people to listen to South African music.
Yeah.
You have to implement it. So start with 40 and then just push it through.
And then
but even
don't
now,
let people know. Just do it.
Yeah, just slowly do it.
Yeah.
Slowly do it. And yeah, you can't just be pushing like that. No,
And we have some good artists. We have some good music.
We have some incredible artists, but you can't force people to listen.
No.
So you can't force a girl to love you.
That's right. You can try as much as you buy stuff for her. She's not going to love you.
Yeah, unless you buy her.
Wow, let's not do that.
No, that's not.
No. So, what motivation would you give to somebody wanting to get into this industry, and what should they be doing?
First of all, the biggest misconception in the acting industry or the performance industry or entertainment industry,
Fame and money.
everything, even being a cameraman, talent means nothing
Yeah.
without the hustle and the drive.
Yeah.
So if you think just because you're talented, you're going to succeed, you're mistaken.
Did you do stage plays and that at school?
I did that. I did.
Really?
I did, yeah.
So that helped you to
And then secondly, the only plan B is to enforce plan A. Your only plan B should be enforcing plan A.
I like that.
And lastly, the definition of hell is meeting the person you could have become.
Wow.
The definition of hell is meeting the person you could have become.
That's some deep stuff, man.
Imagine meeting a person in the future who you could have become if you just worked harder, worked smarter, and didn't stop.
So
That
tell
would
me,
kill me.
how old are you now?
I'm turning 31 tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay. And tell me, happy birthday, by the way.
This is another day to me.
Do you have a girlfriend, children, wife, anything like that? Not that you know
If
of?
you're watching and you think you're my girlfriend, then you're my girlfriend. If you're watching and you think the girl you're carrying or the kid you're carrying you're lying. I would know.
So, would you want to have children one day?
I would love to have children. I think children are the most beautiful. I think one of the worst.
I see all your posts with that. Well, who's that? Your niece?
Yeah, I think me not being able to have kids, say for example my own, would break my heart.
Really?
But I'm able to love any little thing that's running around. I'm a big fan of children.
Not Michael Jackson style, though.
No, that's definitely not. I'm a big fan of children. I think they're just the beauty of innocence and.
But I think people looked at him the wrong way. I mean, the love that I have for children, if I go running around hugging children, that doesn't mean that I'm a pedophile.
Yeah, societies are becoming a messed up place.
Yeah,
I think a lot of times, gone are the days where you could just give kids attention.
That's right. Now it's people perceive it as something else, and leave my child alone. I wasn't doing anything. Yeah.
It's sad.